Alrighty, yeah, hello one and all, and welcome to 2024! Woo, we made it! Hold on, the PNG's loading. Taking a bit, there we go.
Squadala, we are off!
Hey! Oh boy. Who did that? Rio, yeah, hello. Yimond, yeah, hello. Welcome back, one and all. Welcome back, welcome back. We are here in 2024. Alrighty. Yeah, I had to it took me a bit to get everything going again. It's been a hot minute since I've done this, haven't I? So I have a lot of explaining to do. Yay, hello. Yeah, hello, Irene. Hello. Happy weekend to everybody. I hope everyone is doing well. Axel, my boy. I am so happy to see you. Yeah, hello, my boy. How you doing? How's everyone doing? Happy weekend.
Just a few souvenirs for the memories.
Oh man, half a year for Eric.
Hello.
Yeah, hello, dude. You've earned the golden badge with the hat. Although that might still be changing eventually because I might move that one to be the year. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I need to bother Nem for the other sub badge. Happy New Year, Flame Bro. Welcome. Hello. He's still working on booting back up from the holidays, dude. Honestly, I opened up OBS. I updated it to version 30, and yeah, it was a time, I'll say. And I was like, oh, I had to also open the PNG program and everything and blah, blah, blah. But we're gonna keep it nice and chillax today. It'll be a little bit shorter than normal just because we're talking and stuff like that. We'll just kind of see where the night or the afternoon goes. And I'm gonna kind of be all over the place. So if I forget things, let me know. Or if you have questions, let me know at any point, as per the usual. But I am glad to be back for 2024 for yet another year of streams. A couple of administrivia things, or one administrivia thing. Twitch updated their guidelines half a year after I stopped doing it, and now allows for multi-streaming again. So for those who prefer watching on the YouTube side of things, this is the only time I'm going to mention the site by name because it's not allowed by guidelines, but the other site now is available. If that is where you prefer to see things. Things will be a bit delayed, however, but that is where you can kind of check out the streams and the VODs right there. I'm pretty sure the rule still is that I have to upload VODs 24 hours for affiliate. But you know what? I think I might just go back to what I was doing before and just let it fly. Because with this whole multi-streaming thing, the VODs are available like instantaneously. So that's available again. Could have honestly just kept it going, even though like a half a year later it just decided to rescind itself. But hey, whatever, right? That's just how life works. So as a result, on-screen chat will still only be the Twitch chat, because that is one of the guidelines that I had to follow for that one. So the other site's chat will not show up on screen. And I don't think I can also do the thing where chats kind of like interact with each other, but I might low-key thread that line anyway. Once I like look at the guidelines a couple more times. But that's back, so that's good. I really am glad that they changed that. I wish they would make the affiliate guidelines to be a bit easier as well. Anywho, Bazoop. Interact. Then I hit that button. Alrighty. So, this is the just chatting stream. Haven't used this since the anniversary, but yes, I am still booting everything up mentally in terms of streaming. It's been a while. The last stream I did was like early December, and it was a Toho stream. It was the last thing I did. So we have a lot to catch up on. So I'm just kind of gonna get right into it.
Everyone. How are you? Fine, thank you.
Nice one, Iman. That one got me. How's the music audio, by the way? Do I gotta make it lower? Do I gotta make it louder? We just got some chill lo-fi going on for today. It is actually snowing where I am now, which in the 4 years that I've lived in my current area, has never snowed this much, and I am just like appalled by how much snow is actually falling right now. 174, hello Every Neon until cosplay debut, let's go! can't wait to see your cosplay, Emon. It's gonna be super cool. But alrighty, so you're good? Alright, so are you. You didn't injure yourself recently, have you, Irene? I'm looking out for you. I'm looking out for you. I'm looking out for everybody. But alright, so goodbye 2023 and hello 2024. First order of business is where... Oh, I can't play the video. Dang, I had a video. Where was I in December? I was a lot of places in December. It snowed before and after Christmas, but not during. Dude, that's the worst. It snowed for New Year's for me, but not during Christmas. And I'm like, should we just officially move Christmas to a different day? To when it like actually snows? No, totally not. A likely story. So after I left, way back after that stream back in like December 9th or something like that, me and a couple of high school buddies all met up in Los Angeles, California. We've been friends since 2011. Actually, the Cold Train, who you may have seen on stream a couple of times, hopped on one time and, you know, chats every now and then. I met him back in like 2008, but then I met this other guy, Golden Boy. You may have seen a couple times around stream as well. If not now, or if not before, you will see him soon when I start Persona 5. But, you know, he moved out to LA a little while ago, and we finally got a chance to go meet up with him and hang out for the weekend. So first things first, I went and traveled to LA for a good solid few days. Like, we got there Thursday night, and we stayed there until Monday morning. I'll quotes are on Monday morning, because I'll get into that one. This is California. Goldie left his house for once. I leave my house every day. Ish. Mostly. Okay, it wasn't my fault. I was put on produce and I couldn't lift the heavy items in the car. Ah, cardboard. You're leaving this up to me. Should I play Ryza next or Skyrim? I'm on a walk with shaky connection, so I'll be for the rest of the stream probably. Dang, no worries. Play Ryza. I want to see your opinions on it before I pick up Ryza. And I like your opinions. So pick up Ryza. So yeah, I was in LA. So this was downtown LA. Oh god, it was called Perch Square or something like that. This is where the tree was. And this video, I guess I could maybe show it afterwards. But it was a video of like the skyline, because on that day, we Golden Boy had a rooftop bar that he took us to, and we got there like right on time for the sunset, so we got to see the sunset like on a rooftop bar, like 15 stories 16 stories above ground. But whew, it was pretty. So we just kind of sat around for the sunset. We even stayed there a bit late, a little bit into the night as well, so we could see the skyline and the night lights of Los Angeles, which was so pretty. It was so nice. You didn't injure yourself your work today at work? Let's go. Our next task is going consecutive days without injury. Exactly what Rio said. Exactly. Work today was great. Had to count out 40s in 10, 20, and 50 cent coins. You'll love to see it. The joys of being in retail. So yeah, the rooftop bar was fun. So that was day one. And then day two. Come on now. No, other way. So that was kind of like our city life. We pretty much spent the first major day like in the city and stuff like that. We went shopping at Grand Central. We ate food at Grand Central Market. We kind of walked around, did a little bit of shopping. I bought a ring. I've never really worn rings, but I bought a ring that I now wear every time I go out and like dress up a little bit on my index finger. I gotta say, it looks pretty cool. I might take a picture of that next time I have something you know, fancy coming my way and whatnot. But I bought a ring for myself, not for anyone else. Don't get your hopes up. What else was there that day? Lots of good food. We had a lot of good food. Oh yeah, we went to a Korean barbecue place. We went to a Korean barbecue place before we landed. That was really good. That was a really good time. I didn't get to eat like everything because meat, but I got some good mushrooms. I got some great Korean pancakes. And like a handful of other stuff. Goldie's in a marriage with himself. Yeah, I hate to break the news. Goldie's wedding when? Oh god, do I have to hold a wedding stream now for my own self? You got one to ring in the new year? Oh my. Blah. Welcome. How's it going? Happy New Year. Korean barbecue is really good. So Goldie X Nem is no more. Oh, you gotta talk to Nem about that one. It's a yes from me, but you gotta talk to her. We love we stand a self-love king. Riri, hello, how's it going? Honestly, that's all 2024 is about, is self-standing. Stand yourself. Yeah, a wedding stream with yourself. Oh God. Oh man. I honestly, I feel like that'd be more fun planning than actually doing. I'm doing well, though my connection is not. Dude, it's just not a good time for internet today. She'll hit me or drive to my house to throw eggs at me if I ask her that. I mean, listen, if you want the answer to that, you gotta ask her, not me. It's all good on my end. Your Wi-Fi connection is doing my head in. Dang, really? It's just that type of day for everyone, isn't it? So that was the first day. The second day was kind of like our nature day where we went by Hollywood. Oh God, that was about, why is y'all's Wi-Fi just dying? We could plan a solo wedding, yeah. I don't know if you can see Hollywood, and we went to this place called Griffith Observatory, which was so pretty. I mean, like, we weren't properly dressed for it, admittedly. I was in like jeans and like not the right hiking shoes, but we had to like take this like 1.5 mile like hike up the hill to go to the observatory. So like this top left picture that you see, oh, you guys can't even see my cursor, hold on. Can't see my cursor. All right, whatever. Top left picture is the start of it, and we saw like this like cool stuff along the way. Top right picture is we're kind of like almost at the top. We're like 90% of the way up there, and we can kind of see like the LA skyline and just a lot of nature. And then the bottom right is like from where I'm standing on the top right photo, that observatory in the bottom right, and like the telescope and everything. So that was just honestly so nice. It was really cool to be able to do both a like city life day and then like a nature type of day, like in a weekend, because like that group of 3, we're kind of like in the middle of that sort of thing where we really prefer, you know, being in the city, but we also kind of like grew up in the suburbs, so we like kind of like nature too. We're kind of like all in the middle and everything. So it was really cool. It was really pretty. It was really tiring, but in the observatory, they did have a cafe. So we stopped on by, got some caffeine, got some snacks, got some water for the way down. On the way down, actually, it was really crazy because on the way up, it was all nice and sunny. But on the way down, the sunset had already happened. So when we started walking down, it was already pretty dark. So we had to pull out our phones for flashlights and stuff like that. And we were talking about how like, man, like, you know, now with human ingenuity, we're able to create safe paths up to places and down to places, and we have phones that help us light everything. Imagine like, you know, old America, like our ancestors just like walking in whatever path they could with like a lantern or something like that, you know, like it's crazy what people had to do. It's crazy what people had to do out there. And like they just kind of had to like, you know, fend for themselves and everything. So it was an interesting thing to kind of like think about. It's always when you go into nature like that, you're walking on a trail in the middle of nowhere, like Blubba's doing right now. It's always interesting to kind of think about like before all that, you know, your main goal, if you're going someplace, was to survive and make it there, and all you had was like your wagon and maybe a dog and like a stick or a sword to protect yourself with, or a knife. And now it's like, oh, paths just sort of exist everywhere, and freaking phones can just, you know, save us whenever we need to. We can call 911. You know, we can send our signal and location to places when we're in trouble. Just simple flashlights, which is just the LED flash on our phones and everything. You know, so there was kind of crazy. So that's way more stable than Twitch. I'm enjoying your listening. No worries, no worries. Okay, so I guess for right now, oh, I wonder if I can change that. Well, anywho, the other site can still chat with y'all, so that's good. I wanted that way, I just want to change it where if it doesn't mention the other site, then that would be kind of nice. But we'll see. I still need to double check the guidelines because, as usual, Twitch guidelines are superbly vague. But yeah, so that was really cool. And then that night we went home for a bit and we watched a season of I Think You Should Leave on Netflix. Fantastic show, by the way. Really funny. It's just a show like SNL with a bunch of skits, but like really drawn out and like really committed to skits. Highly recommend it. I won't say too much more about it. You might have seen a few of the skits on like, you know, Facebook or YouTube Shorts and stuff like that because people like making clips about that show. So I do recommend I Think You Should Leave on Netflix. That is a fantastic show. We watched a season of that, and then we went to a comedy show that night, which was pretty darn funny. We got in late and the host was just like, because she was like, all right, let's also set the picture here, right? So there's me, right? I'm born in America, but I'm still an Indian. I have a friend who's Arabic, and I have the other friend who's an African American. So it's like the three of us together make for an interesting crew to walk around and stuff like that. And so when we walked in, the lady was just like, oh, dang, y'all are coming late. And then she saw the individual ones of us and she was like, damn, y'all coming from a frat party? Like, what the hell? We got a black guy, we got a white guy, we got an Indian kid. Like, where are they all coming from and stuff like that? It was like, we got roasted. Hello, Technoflame. How's it going? Well, Happy New Year. And yeah, we definitely got roasted for that one. We did not get picked on for the rest of the show, though. There was another group of people that were there for like their bachelor party or something like that. They got picked on so much. There was one joke that this was gonna be a bit raunchy, but there's one joke where this guy where he looks at a guy, he's like, what's going on here? Like, are we just got like, you know, people trying to be professors? And like he looks at one guy and he's like, he mocks like what he thinks his voice is, where it's kind of like, yeah, not like, yeah, it's like, yeah, I'm a professor and I'm, you know, like whatnot. And he mocks it, and turns out the guy actually has the voice similar to that. And he's like, God damn, I actually called it. And he looks at him and he's like, okay. I don't know if I can even say this, but I'll censor it a little bit, but he's like, can you please say, I'm going to arrive in you in your voice? And the guy's like, what? And he's like, yes, can you say that into the microphone? And he turns around, right? And he's like, does everyone want me to say it? And the whole crowd starts cheering, like, yes, do it. And so he grabs the microphone and in his just most pure professor voice, he's like, he goes into the microphone and he's like, I'm going to arrive in you. Replace the words with something more raunchy and you'll kind of understand. You can kind of see where that one went. No worries, Techno. Catch you later. VOD will be there when right afterwards. Oh my god, that was so funny. And then he's like, are you still, he's like 50, 60 years old. He's like, are you still hard ticking? And the guy was like, what? He's like, don't worry about it. The funny part too was that he was there with his son. So his son was sitting right next to him. So imagine the car ride home, right? Being like, what did that guy make me say? You'd be like, Mom, you're never gonna know or believe what Dad had to say at this comedy show. I don't even think he recorded it or anything like that. I love how you weren't sure if it's allowed. Need to remind you the last month on Twitch. Exactly. Yeah, no. That's kind of why I just kind of censored it, because I don't want to walk in. I'm already walking a fine line already with the whole guidelines by letting Twitch chat see what you're saying. I'm good. I don't need to make more eyes on me. So that was a fun night. And then the third day was just kind of chilling. We went to the beaches and stuff like that. These are all the food, some extra food pictures that I got. Where's the other one? Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah. So they're out of order, but I went to a chicken waffle place, but I got an egg sandwich and some waffles, which are really freaking good. And then we went to this Italian place for breakfast. So I got this like Italian omelet, which is super good with a chocolate croissant. We went to this Mexican place for a brunch one day, which was super good. So that was a vegan breakfast burrito with chincales, I think is how you pronounce it. Chincles or something. I don't even know how you pronounce it. But yeah, the Heinz ketchup. Oh, you know it. You know it. But and then there's the beach on the bottom there. I'll talk about this bottom right one in a second. And then yeah, the chicken and waffle place. So we had a lot of good food. We had a ton of good food in LA. So it was a lot of fun. It was a very hectic trip. We left. Our flight was at like, what was it at? It was at like 10:30 at night, which was like midnight Central Standard Time. I didn't actually get home until like 7:30 in the morning. Thankfully, I wasn't working. But a couple of the other guys were working. I'm just like, oh, you guys are it's gonna be rough. But yeah, it was a very fun trip, and it was a very needed trip too. I traveled a handful last year, back and forth to a bunch of places, but that was definitely a trip that I felt like I really needed. It felt like a good break from reality and a good break to just kind of be like, you know what, year's over, just throw everything out the window, let the brain be brained and whatnot and stuff like that. So we went to the beach, Manhattan City Beach. We went to Venice Beach, and yeah, it was a lot of cool things that happened there. So we came back, and I spent the last couple of weeks at home, because Christmas Day and New Year's Day both fell on a Monday, so they allowed me to work from home for both of those days. So I figured, you know what, let's just stay at home, be with the family. We had cousins from California come in, which I'll talk about in a second. But as I got back, I've been talking about it kind of for a while in the background. Mama Goldie was like, I kind of want to get a tattoo. Like, would you get one? I'm like, yeah, absolutely. She's like, do you have a design? I'm like, I have a couple of ideas, but I had one that I wanted to do for my first tattoo, and so I kind of low-key got one. So if you didn't see it on Twitter, I kind of got one. So the whole thing was, my family has a trainer that they work with at the gym, and she comes home every now and then to help train my sister. But if I'm there, she'll also train me too. And she was like, oh, you should go to the tattoo parlor that I go to, because the guy that does them is like really, really good. But you got to book him ahead of time, because he has like 3 to 4 months out booking. So we're like, okay, yeah, sure. So as we're driving, like, he's not really picking up the phone. So I go to the website, right, and like put in the thing like, hey, I want to do this. This is kind of what I want. This is the design I want to do. This is how big I want it to be. This is where I want it. What color, what day I'm free. And they were like, oh, we can just take you tomorrow. And I'm like, what? They're like, yeah, we have an opening at like 3:30 p.m. on a Friday. Like, you can just come in and we'll do it. Now that we know what low-key getting a tattoo is, what is high-key getting a tattoo like? I will explain that actually, what the experience was like, because it was something. So I was like, oh, okay. I thought I was just going in for a consultation to be like, hey, is this a good idea? Is this gonna work for my skin and everything like that? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, already? Come on, we just started. All right, hold on. Let me do the thingy. Spam bots. But you know how this works. Happy New Year from self-promo spam bots. Exactly. So I go in, and like the dude's like, he has the stencil ready and everything. So I'm gonna walk y'all through the tattoo process, right? That I got to, right? So I thought I was just gonna get a consultation, but the dude's like, it's, we can do it. And he was like, I had a cancellation, that's why I could take him. Like, oh, thank God, right? So I was like, you know what, spontaneous last minute 2023 decision, let's do it. Let's get it done, right? Who cares even about when I'm gonna get it and whatnot? Let's just get her done, right? Spontaneousness, we love it. So why pretty much I got it. So what happens is I kind of just came in. I showed him. He had a paper picture of it. He was like, you can have it this big or you can have it this big. So that's the size that I chose is 2 inches by 2 inches. Oh, I should mention, what is the tattoo? It is Crow Hogan's signer mark from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, where when all the signer marks are together, it forms the Crimson Dragon. Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff. Y'all know how it is. So if you look up Crow Hogan's signer mark, or if you know Crow Hogan from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, I really, really like his signer mark. I think it looks really cool. I think it looks relatively like temp or like normal for like outside things. It's not kind of like out there and stuff like that. And at my corporate job, it's you know, it's like kosher, I guess. And I thought they really care, but I want to be on like good terms and everything like that. So it worked out. But that's what the tattoo is. So he placed the paper on me. He's like, you know, you can do this big, you can do this big and whatnot. I was like, okay, I'll do the 2x2. He's like, okay, cool. So he goes off and he makes the stencil for it, and he comes back and he starts just shaving my arm, because you got to be clean shaven to put a tattoo in. So he's just shaving my arm away and whatnot, and talking to me about the tattoo and all whatnot. And what he then does is he applies the stencil onto my arm, which you can think about it as like an actual stencil for coloring books, where it basically it's just guidelines. And he's like, this is where you want it. You know, what do you think of the size and stuff like that? And it's basically just ink that you can wash off with like water or something, or water or alcohol or something like that. It's like penning basically. And so he's like, you know, is this what you want? Or is this kind of everything that looks good? I was like, yeah. Dude also is like the most energetic person in the world. I kid you not. He speaks at like 3. If you think I speak fast, this guy speaks twice as fast as me. He just had the most bundle of energy, and half of his words were curse words. But you know what? It was awesome. It was so cool. So he was great. He was such a great tattoo artist. I really enjoyed him. But then, so I was cool with it. You know, he told me about the color, and because if you look up the actual tattoo, the actual mark, it's a little bit more brighter red when it's active. And I was like, you know, is this red gonna look good at me? He's like, I think you should go 1 tone lower, because given your skin tone, I can guarantee that 1 tone lower than what you had thought has a higher guarantee of you staying with that tone and not having to come in and getting it touched up every now and then. I'm like, sold. I am cool with that. If you in the actual show, it's like a deep dark maroon when the mark isn't active. I was cool with that too, but I was like, yeah, sure, sold. So he lays me down. I had to lay down for this one because the chair was a bit wonky, but normally for these types of tattoos, you would stay standing. And I should mention, I did not get numbing cream for this. I did not numb the area. Tattoo artists generally don't recommend you do numbing cream, because a lot of times, especially for longer tattoos, the cream kind of wears off while you're in the middle of a tattoo. So you go from like a 0 to like a 1000 in like 5 seconds, and like that's just really painful. It's just not really worth it. So I did not go with numbing cream. They make you stand for this type of stuff? No. They would have had me sit. I think if I said stand, I meant sit. Sorry. They normally would have had you sit, but the chair was a bit wonky, so I had to lay down for this one. Depends on where you get your tattoo. Like if you get your tattoo on like the back of your leg, like where your ankles like start and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure you gotta stand. But it really just depends on where you get it and what size it is and stuff like that. Like I know when I got there was a family getting a family tattoo, like all like on the back of their leg, like on the opposite end of your shins, like by their calf muscles and stuff like that, and they all had to stand for it. So I didn't get numbing cream, and the guy basically, you know, he lays me down, he's talking me through how it's gonna go and stuff like that. He grabs the pen and he just starts going to town. And the whole process took about 20 to 30 minutes, according to my mom, because she was there with me because she wanted to see how the process goes before she gets one. But it went by really quick. The easiest way I could describe it is initially when he first puts the thing on you, it feels like you're getting a shot. The problem is then you start moving the pen, and then you start drawing the line, or you start drawing the pattern, and that definitely feels like someone's taking a small knife and just slicing you up. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Initially, it was like a 7 out of 10 on the pain scale. It definitely hurt initially, and you feel it. That needle you feel it moving across your skin and gashing you and stuff like that. And then of course he takes off the pen to get more ink, and he's, you know, it's kind of like an on-off thing for the entire time. Although I will say that afterwards, around like 5 or 7 minutes into it, I kind of got used to it. I mean, I have a bit of higher pain tolerance than most people, but I kind of got used to it. And so as a result, I just kind of felt it like itching, really. So if you can handle that sort of stuff, I would recommend not getting it numbed, but it's completely understandable if you want to use numbing cream. Some places will even like you know, allow you to like knock yourself out basically and like sleep through the whole thing, which I think is a really bad idea, but you know, that's how that one goes. But the whole process really wasn't that bad. Cost me $150 to do this one. I'm just gonna be pretty clear about that one. That's what they charged me for this one, just in case those of you out there looking to get one. And then it's really just aftercare. You gotta wash it a couple times a day, moisturize it, make sure it's all nice and clean. First couple of days, don't sleep on it, that sort of stuff. You know, just kind of keep an eye on it. Today marks 2 weeks and a day since I've had it, so it's mostly healed. Tattoos take about 10 to 14 days for the initial heal, but like about a couple months for it to really solidify in your skin and stuff like that. But you know, I can like freely touch it now and stuff like that, and nothing is really a problem with it. So yes, Goldie got a tattoo. He's such a rambunctious, wild boy out there, I tell you. He's a crazy one, I tell you. So that's cool. After that was really just hanging out with family. We had people from California come over, and we had a couple of other cousins come over, and at one point we had 13 people in the house, which was a lot. My social battery was drained in like a day, but it was still pretty fun. We had people of all ages in groups in the house. Although it was kind of annoying for me because I was in that situation again where everyone was either 10 years older than me or 10 years younger than me. And like the closest person to me in age was like 16 years old. And I'm like, oh God, I hate this because I have no one to relate to and no one to talk to. So like I have to either pretend that I'm like really, really an adult or like pretend I'm really, really a kid because I'm right there in the middle. But it was still fun. And then we had Christmas parties, we had a couple of restaurant visits, and we had New Year's parties, which were really cool. So I got to meet up and catch up with family that I haven't talked to in a while and just sit down with them because I live quite far away now, and they don't get to see me as often. And so as a result, made for a good couple of weeks. And then we just kind of chilled at home. I mean, I still worked from home. I brought home my Steam Deck and my Switch, so I made more progress on Mario Wonder. Didn't beat it yet. But I also started Gurumin on the Steam Deck, which is so much fun. I need to actually beat that when I get around to it. It's a Falcom game that came out in 2004, 3 or 4, something like that. It's pretty fun and stuff like that. When you said you can touch it, I immediately thought of Voldemort saying, "I can touch you now." Top tip, keep up the moisturizing daily, even after it's healed, to keep that color more vibrant and prevent the tattoo aging a little longer. That is a really good tip, actually. That is a really good tip. Riri, do you have tattoos? If you do, and you're comfortable with it, may I see? I am curious. You do? Oh. If you're cool with it, can I see on Discord? I've been getting ads for this thing for this thing called Happy Tiger Balm or something like that or whatnot, and they have a couple of moisturizers and like balm sticks that help with keeping the tattoos moisturized. So like I might do that, but honestly, I think Aquaphor and like just general moisturizer is what I was also told. But thank you for that tip. I will definitely keep doing that because yeah, I mean, I want this to continue looking good even after the whole healing process is done. I'm the youngest in my family. I never normally have people talking to me about stuff I actually care about. It's usually the usual questions. Exactly, right? So it's just like, what do you even talk about? I have older cousins that are just like, so when are you getting married? And I'm just like, haha, I feel like I could find a companion that doesn't ghost me in like 2 or 3 days. Or the little kids are just like, oh, do you still play competitive Smash Bros? And I'm like, no, I don't. But I still stream and I still do other things and stuff like that. And I gotta try and keep up with the new memes that come out and stuff like that. Yo, my 5-year-old little nephew knows Skibbity Toilet, and I'm just like, yo, humanity has gone too far. It has gone too far. Oh man, that was, when I heard him sing that, I was like, oh, buddy, you are too young for this. You are too young for this. So, but it was fun. It was fun. It genuinely was fun. I am happy to be back at my place though, with my PC. I came back and I got on my PC and I was just like, oh yes, a keyboard, 2 monitors. You know how like animated movies and stuff like that, they'll show the people coming back from a party and like all their nice party wear, and they just instantly snap into like a tracksuit and just like glasses and miskempt hair and stuff like that. That was me. That was me for the first day and a half after I came back, and it was hilarious. Used to be pretty close to my cousin. We had a great conversation. There's a 10-year age gap between us. We're still pretty close. In some cases, I think it works out pretty well, and I'm glad that you were able to have that opportunity, Irene. Because, yeah, there's a lot of insight you can have from someone older to you or younger to you by 10 years and stuff like that. And, you know, the age thing with family shouldn't matter that much, you know, if you get along and stuff like that. But, yeah, for me, it's always been a frustration having that be there. What else happened in the past few weeks? I came back. It's snowing today. Still snowing, actually. I'm mad impressed. Although I think it's now converting to rain. It'll all melt away soon. I'm happy to be back. I read a lot of the East 8 novel. I could talk about that a little bit later too, for those curious about it. LA trip, people coming over, tattoo. That was a big thing, honestly. That's like the big thing really for December. Oh, Christmas. Yeah, I can talk about Christmas a little bit. I got a few gifts. I got a hoodie and a sweater and stuff like that. And I bought myself this thing. Can I do this? Hold on. Maybe I can do this right now. Where are you? Okay, here we go. We got told off once because we were chatting about other stuff during the quiz we did one year. Oh no. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll do this. I bought myself this thing called a Supernote, which is an e-ink journaling tablet. Yes. Yes. Now, how do I send this? How do I do the things? Because this is exactly what I should be doing right now. Is doing this. But if this works, this will be so cool. And I really want to. There we go. How do you think? Come on! Work! Work, you! Alright, hold on. I will write it by hand then. But I really want to show this off because if it works, it'll be really cool. Okay, so now, will you just automatically happen? Maybe. Aha, there we go. Got it. Fancy, fancy, I know. I cannot wait to talk about this like in a second here. And then I do that. Nope. Fine, I can do it this way. But essentially what it is it's an e-ink writing tablet. But it allows me to export my notes to Google Drive. So now whenever during streams now, if I'm writing something in my handy dandy journal, I can actually send it to my computer and you guys can see what I wrote down faster than me having to like grab my phone and like actually take a picture of the journal and stuff like that. And I can save these notes too. So not gonna lie, pretty freaking cool. And it feels nice too. It doesn't feel like writing like exactly on paper, but there is a very good amount of feedback and stuff like that that exists here. So I really appreciate it a lot. And so it'll be fun to use it for streams and stuff like that, but also just for personal use as well, because I personally am one of those guys that likes writing stuff in things instead of typing things. I don't really like typing things a lot. So for me, note taking and everything like that has to be with paper. So this tablet's a good middle ground, I found. So I'm a big fan of it. I'm a big fan of it. So that was the thing I got for myself for Christmas. And then the Coltrane also sold me a 3080 graphics card that it's only a couple years old, but he sold it to me, and so tomorrow I will be installing a new graphics card in the PC. Woo! That generally means I think I can stream games at a little bit of a higher quality than I already do, but also on the YouTube side of things, games that I put up with Liquid and Guavs will also be of higher quality as well. So that'll be nice as well. Give me 1 second. Speaking of, Guavs is calling.
Anne Clonod, and I recommended her to watch Diabolic Lovers.
No! What have you done?
We were talking about trashy entertainment, and I told her the best form of trashy entertainment. So that's how it is. But no, I just wanted to call and let you know that. So have a good stream, man.
Yeah, thanks, bro. Stream says hi to you.
Yeah, hi stream. Bye stream.
Alright, I'll call you later, dude. Awesome. I can't believe you recommended Diabolic Lovers of all things. Oh god, what a horrible show. Don't watch that show, it's bad. Unless you really want to watch a bad show. Unless you really want to watch a bad show. Alrighty, so that was Christmas, and then New Year's pretty chill. I don't think I really, yeah, we're gonna be getting a new graphics card could have had it today, but I forgot to buy a cable, so we're gonna get it tomorrow. Anywho, to keep the ball rolling, let's talk 2023. Listen, I am not that creative of a person. This PowerPoint is the best you're gonna get from me in a lot of these sorts of things. So I've just kind of scumbled everything up into one big thing. So we had a pretty impressive 2023. I mean, Twitch recap showed that I got exactly 100 new followers. I got 17 subs and blah, blah, which I don't really care about, honestly. To me, the followers are the better number for me than subs. I leave that to your choice if you really, really want to. You do not have to. If you do, I appreciate it, but you do not have to. But yeah, you know, we streamed a lot. We had 128 streams. We had, like, you know, apparently 24,000 chats, which I don't know if I entirely agree with, because that is a lot. But okay, I guess. Oh. Hold on, I can make this bigger or something. Oh my god. Hey Nep, how's it going, dude? Happy New Year to you. Alright, whatever. This will do, I guess. Just go for that, I guess. Let me know if I need to make it bigger. But yeah, so we had a pretty good 2023. So in terms of streaming wins, we got Toho Lunatic 1 CCs. I got like 5 last year, which I never thought I'd ever get. So that was really cool. I'm glad we brought Toho Thursdays back as a proper thing, which I really appreciate, because I really do enjoy the Toho series, and I really, really want to keep playing more Toho, and we'll definitely be doing that more this year. So that was super cool too. We finished up Fallout 2 with Liquid, which I know had a bit of a rough patch in the middle of it, but when we kind of started figuring out how to play the game our way, oh god, it became so much fun. It genuinely, for crazy game as it is, that was a lot of fun. We did all of Octopath Traveler, and I still really, really enjoyed my time with Octopath, and it allowed me to meet and hang out with a lot of cool people as a result, specifically Juniper. More on her later. And yeah, Trails, you know, we did Trails into Reverie, came out, we beat Trails into Reverie all in 2023. You know, this channel is very much Trails centric in a lot of ways, which is kind of crazy. So I think we had a pretty good year. On the bottom right also is my YouTube side of things too. We had 39 new subs, 17.8k views, 250 uploads, which is impressive for me, 103 comments, which I really appreciate, 50 shares, love that, and then a bunch of likes as well. I know the YouTube side is kind of like all over the place, because we have just like at the VODs, I have the Toho clears, but I also have the videos that I do with Liquid and Guavs, and people that watch the videos that I do with Liquid and Guavs, for the bottom of my heart, I really do appreciate it, because for me and for them, we do try and put, you know, some good commentary and some good comedy into it, and so when those videos do well, you know, it makes me really, really happy, because I am taking time out of their days, and they want to do it. It's not like they don't want to do it, but I am taking their time to make these videos, so I really do appreciate when people watch those videos and enjoy them. And we have a, you know, Tiny Tina Wonderlands is going to come to a close soon, but you know, well, hey, we have some more silly games coming your way as well. More shooters and everything like that, but it'll still be cool. I remember having zero clue about what happened in that game. I know, and that's one of I'll talk about that in just other things. But yeah, I know with Trails, that's kind of the biggest thing, is that no one knows what's going on. So that's something that I need to work on in getting to make sure that, you know, y'all can come on in and enjoy it, even though you have no idea what's going on in the plot. That being said, it wasn't all perfect. We had a couple of streaming mess as well. I kind of felt like I took a lot of breaks last year for travel and stuff like that, which is fine, because you have to take breaks. But I never really like them. I take them and I feel better for them. Doesn't mean I like them. Especially for when I'm gone for more than a couple weeks. I've never really been okay with them, because I enjoy this hobby and I would like to do said hobby. But yeah, I definitely felt like last year we took a little bit too many of the breaks, and whatnot. But we're gonna try and see if this year we can do them, but be a bit smarter about them. Definitely be a bit smarter about them. I think I could have done a lot of those breaks a little bit better than just kind of disappearing for a bit and stuff like that. So I felt that one was kind of a bit of a meh for me. And then the second one, I didn't really know how to word this one, but the best way I could describe it is around late fall, early winter, September to like early December-ish. I kind of felt I didn't feel burnout, but I kind of felt like I didn't really know what I was doing with streaming. Like I was kind of running with the paces, and I think I still did a really good job, but I wasn't sure about how I was doing it, if that makes sense. Like I still really enjoyed doing streaming and stuff like that, but when it came to just content and being Golden Drummer 730 on the internet, I definitely felt like I kind of was in a plateau again, but also more so of a rut of just being like, what am I even doing? And nothing that I think about or nothing that I try is making me feel any better. So thankfully the December break was really good for that, and the journey that I took to LA and stuff like that I think helped reinvigorate me quite a lot and allowed me to just sit at my parents' house and just be like, okay, you are away from content right now. You can have all the time you want to ruminate and wallow as much as you want or anything like that, so just kind of figure it out, right? But yeah, there definitely was a period in there where I was just kind of like, I don't really know what I am as Golden Drummer 730 right now. Like I was just straight up lost. So that kind of happened, and so yeah, that's that. I don't really know much else to say about that one, but it can happen to anybody. It's something that I think if you're looking to make content or make content, right? It's likely to happen to everybody, even myself, who's been doing this for almost 7 years, and is generally more of a bubbly personality on the internet and everything like that. But it can happen to anyone. Right, IRL wins. I ran a handful of 5Ks last year, even one with friends. That was awesome. I really got proper into running, and I got way more regimented with it last year, and that felt great for both me mentally and both me physically. My body has never felt better, and I'm going to continue that journey. I'll talk about more of that in the 2024 slide, but I'm going to continue that. But yeah, I think I think getting more regimented with it, just kind of becoming a runner, was the best decision for me since the pandemic, and I think I finally figured out how I want to run. And watching the anime Run with the Wind really helped with that one too. Even if you're not a runner, I do highly recommend the anime Run with the Wind, because its story that it shows about bonding and like struggles and coming back from struggles and stuff like that, it really is a great show for that. It really hits the heart. You do not need to be a runner to watch it. It's by the same studio that did Haikyuu, so you know it's going to be good. So go check that one out. And travel, I consider IRL win as a travel. I did a lot of traveling last year, and I want to continue doing that. The LA trip was great. I have a Vegas trip planning. I have a couple of weddings to go to. And maybe there's a couple of other ones in there too. So we'll see where I go, where old Goldie goes. So I consider those as pretty good IRL wins. Past that, not a whole lot actually happened IRL. There was some drama moments, but even then, wins, losses, it was just kind of all a pretty normal year for me. So maybe that's a win in of itself, right? No news is good news after all. So lessons learned. There are two big ones that I think I learned, and one was Golden's place on the internet. I kind of figured out last year, because we had a lot of growth last year. We had a lot of interactions with people on the internet, both new, old, and all over the place. I think I finally sort of figured out who this guy, Sir Alfred, who this guy, Golden Drummer 730, is meant to be on the internet. And I think it still is exactly how as you would normally describe me, as someone who is pretty chill but also can be kind of chaotic, who plays games skillfully but also tries to help people to just chill out and relax, you know, with reading and stuff like that, with my voice and everything like that. And my original vision of content of embracing a couch, living room-esque style vibe has never rung more true. And so I think I solidified that last year, definitely, for sure. And I also solidified myself, and I came to the acceptance of the fact that, especially after seeing so many different people and what they do and stuff like that, that I don't intend to, and I also don't chase clout with streaming games and stuff like that. Like, you guys don't really see me play those shooters, or like, you know, the hype games and whatnot and stuff like that that come out that every streamer and their mother plays. Collabs happened last year, but you know, and I intend to do more of them, but you know, those collabs are also not like your traditional collabby games and stuff like that. So I think I'm definitely someone that, I know people, I can hear the pitchforks already. I can hear the pitchforks coming at me already, but I consider that side character energy, and I kind of low-key really like it. I definitely do have main character energy. There's definitely no doubts about that, especially with the way I stream and stuff like that. But there's parts of it where I'm just like, yeah, you know what? If people want to hang out and just chillax with the vibe that I give, sure. If people want to go check out other people for a while and, you know, have, you know, follow them for a bit and then kind of come, like, you know, I'm kind of that person to come back to that comfort, sure. Cool by me. I'll be here RPGing or bullet helling away. And I accepted that last year, after I came back from my trip and everything. So that was that. And then the other big lesson was do the things and step back if needed. They're definitely in that part of me getting lost. I think one of the big things that kind of happened was I got too into the online persona. I think I got a little bit too into it, kind of feeling like, oh, I gotta support this streamer, I got to support them, or I gotta talk to them, or I gotta do this, I gotta do that for my streams, I gotta do that for content, I gotta make sure I'm always watching this person, or like chatting with this person or that person, or like seeing what they're doing. Oh god, that person's streaming, that person's streaming. Let me throw on the multi-stream and watch like 5 people at once. And it's just like, no, don't do that. Do what you can, but still continue doing what you do, right? More on that on the 2024 slide. But those are the two kind of big lessons that I took away from 2023. And if you're listening and you want to drop any lessons that you learned 2023, either good or bad, feel free to let me know. We can have a conversation about it, or just any wins and loss or mez that you felt. I'd love to hear what anyone in chat, what your wins and mez were. For the year. I kind of like pause for a moment to drink water if y'all are typing away. Hey banana. Happy New Year to you, bro. But yeah, any wins, any mez, any lessons learned, would love to hear them. I think after this I'm gonna, okay, so we'll do that. I will get that ready then. Because we're going to be going over clips and shorts that I felt were pretty insightful for this last year. Right? I think my big win was my personal life. I'm moving towards my future at a good pace. Next year's gonna be big. Let's go, Eric. Yeah, because you got a new job last year too. So, you know, again, congratulations on that. I think things are gonna go really good for you this year as well, bro. Cannot wait to hear where you continue going. Definitely be using your streams to watch whilst I crochet. I'm going to try and do more crochet this year. Let's go, Irene. I cannot wait to see more of your creations. You have a good talent for crocheting. And I appreciate that my streams can be used as help. You learn that you ruminate on what I'm doing wrong with streaming way too much. You and me both, bro. You and me both, bro. That was definitely me last year. And I think part of it is definitely okay, because I think it's something definitely that we should think about as content creators. But yeah, we need to make sure that we control it too at the same time. So I am hoping for the best for you, Nep. And I will try and catch your stuff more. I will definitely also try and catch your stuff. You're gonna plan on proposing? Woo! Liang, let's go! Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go! You're gonna start a temperature blanket soon? Very nice indeed. Very nice. I think generally from what I've heard, people had good 2023s. People had good 2023s. Wasn't the best. We definitely had some rough spots, but we had a good 2023. And I think there's a lot of optimism for 2024 as well. Like, no more filler year. We're just doing it. We're going. We're getting it done. Alrighty. So we're gonna go over what I felt were the 3 most popular clips or funny clips that I think that came out of last year, and a few shorts that came out of last year as well. So let me open that boy up. Oh, I gotta turn the other music off. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, we'll do this. So there have also been good moments, but also been to a lot of dark places in 2023. Completely understand. Completely understand. So the first one was, I think the funniest, one of the funniest clips that came out of last year, which was the task failed successfully clip, which was when I was playing Octopath and I did the Therian steal. So let's reminisce about this one. I would want that stimulating bracelet. What do we got here? A 3% chance. Oh boy, I can't wait to see what happens. 3%. Hey, no adults allowed. Oh no. Wow. Let's try that one again. 3%. Oh no, that didn't work. Oh boy, let's try that one again. 3%. Oh geez, that one didn't work either. Let's do it again. What? Wait. Wait. Remember all Zai too? No, that's not how that joke was supposed to go. What do you mean? Therian, you fuck. That's not how that joke was supposed to go. Rip Zai. Dude, streamer luck is crazy. There will be no next one. There will be. What's this? Right? I would. Yes. Oh my god, I gotta manually do each one of these. Oh, design. There was this one from Toe, which just the text speech with Toe never gets old. Design.
Can you guys hear that helicopter? That's who I thought.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, if you notice, my icon too is also Tenchi, and my PNG. Freaking love the Texas speech, man. It's so good. The one thing is like, the one thing is that it's like, the Microsoft text-to-speech allows you to do that, like at spam, but then the Google one allows me to actually have you guys have different voices and stuff like that. So it's like, I don't know, man. They're both good. Incognito, Goalie not wanting us to eye his I mean, it's like, you can see my bookmarks right there. You can still see some things, I guess, but yeah. Can't see everything. Glad that happened at the beginning of a run. Dude, it was a struggle that day. I was struggling this day, I remember. You gotta go in a minute? No worries. No worries, Irene. Fudge the damn whale. Ah, yes, this one, the Reverie turn. This stupid whale. I hate this whale so much still. Now, I'll also say again. Fudge the damn whale. Who cares? He has a zero craft, and Muse or Nadia could easily have like sniped it, right? I was more so complaining about the whale. It didn't occur to me that the zero craft was kind of there already. Like, I straight up just did not see it until I looked back at it. Like, oh my god.
What a passionate bow.
Kurt is also the only one that has insight, and I'm pretty sure in this current party composition, like, no one else has any semblance of good evasion. Bye-bye, Irene. See you later. Thank you for stopping by. I genuinely hate you so much, you stupid whale. I hate you so much. Oh, yes! My turn. Like, I fully expected Kurt, right, to be... He had to dodge that one. He has, like, over 100% evasion. But the fact that everybody else dodged it, too, is the best outcome that could have ever happened. Never gets old. Never gets old, that moment. Alrighty. Next is shorts.
Actually, what we can do
during Fallout
is just go all the way back over here.
This was when I feel like this was you, Eric, because you're the one who redeems it the most. I don't think Nem was there for that stream, but this was when I had to speak like Leah from Crosscode for a while. Why?
To put the shotgun away.
How?
By shoving it in the trunk.
When? It wasn't
right
you?
now.
I forget who it was. Where?
Sulik,
Maybe it was Flame Bro.
My man, where? On the outskirts of the town, in the Cadillac DeVille that we're driving. This is so dog shit.
Sorry.
Oh, bro, that sounded so... Did I even do the trade? Oh, bro.
Listen, Fallout 2 is a janky game, and I had a lot of fun with it. I feel bad because Liquid had to control so much of that game through Parsec. It was such a rough time for him. But we had a lot of fun with it. We did have a lot of fun with it. What was this one? Ah, yes. Enjoy this one again. Hey, if you're listening to this, I'm probably in one of your ears, and you should really go to sleep. That's okay. You don't have to be here. You can fall right asleep.
Hey, what's up? It's very hard to whisper in this voice, but you know what? We'll do the best we can. So, with that butt ointment, you know what I want you to do? I need you to go butter up your pooper. That's right. I said that line in the video game Corpse Party, and no one can tell me otherwise. Don't forget to butter up your pooper.
That's Riri's favorite clip. Those types of streams are fun. They are. This is a combo of 2 clips. But how could I not? Sir, give me your nuts. Thank you. Sir, your nuts. Thank you so much.
Hello.
Oh, he's got a deep nut too. Yeah. Blah. No. Don't start playing stuff. Did I spell it right? Dang. Hold on. Love a good bedtime Goldie stream, honestly. So I think we had some fun moments from 2023 in terms of the streaming content. There's a couple of other clips that I could have picked and a couple of other videos that I could have chosen as well, but those to me I think were really big standouts for that one. So I really had fun with those. Wow, I am way faster than I thought I would be. I think I was expecting like a 2.5 hour thing. We're only an hour and 13 in. Oh boy. Well, maybe we can keep it that maybe we can keep it just that much shorter. We'll see. Or we can do something afterwards. I don't know. I didn't really plan a game or anything like that, but maybe we can find something to do. Bazoop. Onwards to 2024. Alrighty, so 2024, there's a lot of stuff. I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of stuff. So for sure, Persona 5 is confirmed that I'm gonna be playing it. I'm starting that tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are finally entering the world of Persona 5. So if you know the game and you like the game, or you know people that like the game, send them my way, because we're going to be finally starting that tomorrow. Trails into Daybreak is confirmed. I will be playing it in the summer when it comes out. We'll see if I'm done with Persona by then. If not, we'll just kind of figure out how to do that one. But yeah, I have ideas for it, and I have people that I'm going to send those ideas to. For that sort of stuff. But the thing with Trails is this channel always will be an RPG channel, and Trails is kind of what brought me back into streaming and stuff like that, so biases will always be given to Trails because it's just easy for me to stream, it's easy for me to do, and it's fun to hear me voice things a lot. So that's definitely for there. P5R, right? Not base P5. Yes, P5R. We are definitely doing Royal. So a usual time tomorrow, we'll be doing Persona 5. In terms of other games, Octopath 2 maybe, The Legend of Legacy maybe, depending on how much I get done in the year. Like if I really blitz through Trails into Daybreak and they're still like, it's like November, I might pick up one of those two games. The Legend of Legacy is the game that came out before the Alliance Alive, and it just got announced as a HD release like the Alliance Alive, and I've been wanting to check that one out because it came before the Alliance Alive, but I know it didn't do that well, so I still want to give it a good chance because I kind of like that art style, and Masashi Hamauzu also did the soundtrack for that one, so kind of looking towards that one. Octopath 2 I would love to do because I loved Octopath 1, and also just a really fun game to stream. That being said though, I also would like to maybe return to the idea of something smaller or a non-RPG game to stream in between some of the bigger RPGs. There's a couple of platformers that I have, a couple of other things like Zone of the Enders 2. It's just been sitting there in my library, and I'm like, when I have time, I will stream you. So I might throw that one in there too. 2 to 3 Let's Reads for YouTube. That includes stuff like Mr. Saito, like I did last year, and like, you know, Imposture Factory a couple years ago. I want to give more content that's just me reading things, because I have been told by a handful of people that they like having those in the background, and I like reading things. So it's a win-win situation. So I plan to release 2 to 3 of those this year, one of which I've already started recording. Just need to figure out how I want to pace it out, but I have a good chunk of the recording complete. I just need to actually do things with it and figure out when I want to upload it. More stuff with Liquid and Guavs for sure. You know, once Tiny Tina's is up, we'll move on to our next game. We'll, you know, 3 of us will just continue to try and entertain y'all in the 2012 to 14 comedy style of Let's Playing and all. So definitely look forward to that. I know they have a lot of good ideas of games that we should play, and you know, they're getting the preference on that one for sure. So more stuff with that. And finally, 2 to 3 song compositions. I've been wanting to get back into composing music for a very long time, since I dropped it back in like early uni days. So I want to try and see if I can get at least 2 to 3 songs out there, one of which has also started. that I'm working on that might come out this month. So stay tuned for that. So that'll be fun. So that's just kind of it for like content wise. It's gonna be a lot of the same style, at least, and schedule should still be the same. But it's really just kind of like what else do I want to do too? I know I've talked about in the past that like once Persona 5 is done, maybe Tuesday nights I can do like whatever Tuesdays and like do development streams or random game streams or research or whatever type thing. We'll see when I get to P5R and when I finish it, how that ends up being and stuff like that. And of course, Nayuda is still going on as well. So the Legend of Nayuda is still gonna be every Tuesday. Once that's done, it'll be slotted in with Persona 5, so we can continue making progress on that one. And then we'll just kind of see from there. IRL goals, I would definitely like to run a 10K race officially this year, because it would be nice to have that win. I've been also buzzing around in my head for marathon training, because I know I can do it, but we shall see. There's a couple of other things in my life happening this year that I know are confirmed that might prevent me from doing that, but we shall see. And then also claim my attention span and memory back. I've been saying this every year. I swear to God, I get worse with it by the year. Stupid memory and stupid attention span, so find ways to bring it back. That's kind of the big one. And of course, some extra stuff, just always continued mental and social growth, both IRL online. I think I did a pretty good job with the social part of it last year, but mentally was kind of shaky, especially in the latter half of the year. So definitely got to continue becoming better as a person. Both IRL and online as well for both my personas. And along the lines of that, maintain that boundary of me IRL versus me online. Especially in the sense of just like, yeah, like I mentioned earlier, right? Know when to step back and just focus on your IRL self, and then realize when you might be going too far into the online self, because I still maintain this is just a hobby. I'm not doing this professionally. And you need to take care of yourself first as a content creator, and I need to continue to make sure I tell myself that and accept that. So we will try and maintain that boundary this year better. And then of course continue the vibe that is me. I think it's pretty clear, like I mentioned, what this channel is for people, and what I bring to the table in terms of those wanting to consume content. And I like it, and I want to continue that for people. I want to continue being that safe space for people to come just hang out, for people to talk to, for people to relax and listen to my voice, but also just even outside of content. Like if people want to talk to me about life, questions they have, advice, anything really, you know, I still want to continue being that person for people, or anyone really around the world. For anything that I can maybe do. Like I've helped Ishu with computer science homework. I've talked to people about, you know, streaming advice. I think I was talking to Insane, or Shane, as you might know, about a couple of things, right? So, or just even other life things. Like, hey, things aren't going well. I need someone to help me listen to things. I got you. You know, so I think being that golden turtle in a way actually has become almost an icon, right? A symbol of just like, yeah, there's something fascinating about it, where I can be someone that's chill, I can be someone that's chaotic and goofy, but also I can kind of be that comfort for a lot of people too. So both on streams, also off of streams and stuff like that, you know, I think this is who Golden Drummer 730 is, and I'm going to continue that. And those initial missions that I had when creating content are still always going to be there. To just kind of be that like couch co-op living room-esque style vibe where anyone can say what they want to say within reason. That doesn't get me banned. But also to just hang out. And if it's off of streams too, like on Discord or Twitter, if you just want to send me a message and say, hey, yo, what's up? Yeah, hit me up. Hit me up. So I'll pause there. If anyone has... what else did I have on here? Oh, that's it. Cool. That's all I had for that PowerPoint. So I'll kind of just pause there and just kind of see if anyone has any questions for me, comments, things that they want to bring up to the stream. I'm cool with just also ending it here after a few minutes and stuff like that. And I can just prepare for Persona 5 tomorrow then, because I still got to set up that game and everything. Oh, and other just big events, right, and stuff like that. July is still going to be the 7th golden anniversary, so that'll be a really big hype event. I didn't mention collabs, but I would like to still continue doing collabs with people. I did a handful of them last year, especially late into the year, and I'm going to do more of them. I'm also going to just now go through and just start shouting everybody out in priority order, or not priority order, in visibility order. So I know Riri's here, so go check out Riri. They are superbs, adorbs, and such a great streamer. They have new emotes too, and her hair is always on point. Strongly recommend Riri as a streamer, so go check them out. And then we have hit up Rio. Rio is such a bro. He's always there. He's always so funny. He's always so just like great. My boy does not stream, but you can hit him up on the YouTube side of things. So definitely go check his channel out. He makes such great videos of like games he's excited for, games he's played and reviewed, character analysis, and so much more. So I definitely appreciate Rio, my boy. I think the cooldown should be over. 44 seconds. All right, we gotta really wait. I'm too fast for this. But I want to also just shout out a few other people too before I call it here, and whatnot. You're welcome, Rio. Know you. While we wait, I also should mention Cerulean Skies. I still am going to be doing more for that too. I will still continue doing coffee talks, my show over there. I'm going to try and working with the other guys to get more monthly theme stuff going and just kind of get Cerulean Skies going in the right direction. It's always been the right direction, but getting it back on a faster track to popularity again, because we had a bit of a falling out last year, and we're going to recover. We're going to become stronger and so much more. All right, can I do it? Juniper. I think a lot of us here know Juniper. She is the sweetest streamer ever. But I specifically just want to, like, on air right here, give her the superbly biggest thank you ever, because while I was out and not even streaming, she would still give me shout outs and like tell people to come follow me. And that means so much. That, like, even though I'm not actually currently doing stuff, like, you're still encouraging people to come check me out, which really means a lot to me. So I think a lot of us here already do follow Juniper, but get more people to follow Juniper. She deserves all of our love. And then last but not least, I can never spell her name right, but I will wait, because I know I gotta wait anyway. But yeah, I always really appreciate that, even though like I wasn't doing anything. I couldn't even stay for long too. Like I would see it pop up like, hey, Juniper gave you a shout out, and I'm just like, oh, you are so sweet. I appreciate you. You are the greatest. I'm also gonna clip this moment and send it to her so she can be embarrassed. Aha, you weren't here to get a live reaction to be complimenting you. That's how that be. And it is still snowing out there. But yeah, we had a lot of cool collabs. I have a couple planned, or I'm planning with some folk. And yeah, we're definitely gonna do a lot of fun stuff this year. Go! 11 seconds. But yeah, Persona 5 tomorrow, and then Monday I'll post the normal schedule. Naida Tuesday, Toho Thursday, Persona weekends. It's coming. We're getting back into the groove of everything. And of course, I had to give a shout out to Nem. Channel artist, but also just, you know, amazing friend, amazing content creator. She is hilarious. I know she's been pretty busy recently as well, but she also wants to come back and give a lot more to you all as well. You know, Neverversary's coming up in April, birthday in June, stuff like that, but also just an amazing person, an amazing friend. So, I'm sure, you know, we all know Nem. Go follow her. Go check out her streams. They're kind of all over the place sometimes with their schedule, but when you can, you're gonna have a really good time. Oh, I'm also gonna give a shout out to you too. Don't think I forgot you. I know I said last but not least, but I didn't forget you. Hold on. We gotta wait another 60 seconds. I see you, and I acknowledge you. But yeah, 2024. I definitely feel like there's a lot of optimism on the internet right now about 2024. And I've also seen people call 2024 the filler year, and 2025 is going to be like the big year, which is kind of interesting to think about. But I also think it's a separate optimism that is different than your normal, like, oh my god, it's the new year, I'm going to be like so productive and like so great, I'm gonna go to the gym, I'm gonna be healthy, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Like, no, it's like a proper, like, okay, hold on, life kinda sucks, and I'm not gonna let it suck anymore. So I'm gonna take it back and I'm gonna own it. "10 seconds, god dang it." I'm too quick. Japan had a really rough start. They did. It was not great. They got hit with a lot of earthquakes and a tsunami. That was not good to hear. But I still, yeah, that was just rough, wasn't it? There we go. Y'all want a cool dude that plays cool games? Nepcool is your boy. Nepcool's great. Every time I catch their stream, they're always so like fun and entertaining. No, Cerulean Skies. Hi, yeah, hello Raiders. Hello Cerulean Skies. Hey Ryoko, how was the Trails Cold Steel 3 stream? I already shouted out Cerulean Skies earlier, but for those joining us from the raid, my name is Golden Drummer 730. We're about ending here too. I'm just kind of doing my comeback, just chatting stream of like how the year went and stuff like that. So I'll be sending you guys off somewhere else in just a second here. But yeah, let's see here. You are somewhat dragging the game a bit, plugging NPCs, but that's, yeah, especially Cold Steel 3 onwards, like it just gets rough. But yes, go follow Nep. Every time I join the stream, they're so fun. They're so entertaining to listen to. They play cool games. Especially Sonic games. I don't know what you have planned for this new year, Nep, but I will try, as I said, to make more streams. But thank you again, Ryoko, for the raid. We're going to be going to our friend Lowen, who I actually met through Juniper. So yeah, I kind of thought I would take longer, like another hour, but hey, an hour 30 for a comeback just chatting stream, honestly, not too bad. Pretty okay with that. So with that, we are back. Golden Drummer 730 is back for streams and everything. I don't have a raid message, just say Golden Rado or anything like that. Persona 5 tomorrow, and yeah, let's go hang out with Lowen. So thank you all so much for watching today. I really hope everyone had a nice chill time and have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye bye.